guys, it's Layla. Welcome to Raid Lore Stories. Today's lore story is for Akemtum. I think he's such a cool, fun-looking character in Raid. If I have any Dragon Ball fans in here, he reminds me of Lord Beerus, and that's basically what I call him all the time. So he does have a new lore story. Let's check it out together. Akemtum, in his life in the form of both human and skinwalker, has always lived in the shadow of Dreth Ireth, city of immortal madmen. Long ago, the mages foresought the secret of life and death, and the machinations of ever-living necromancers plagued by madness brought the once-thriving metropolis to a state of rotting, horrific ruin. Few sane living beings tread willingly into the center of Ireth, while on the outskirts there's slums that house the few living mortal remnants of the fallen city-state. They cling to what sustenance they can and collect fees to act as liaisons between the mad alchemist princes and the wider earth. Ireth may fester with corruption, but its coin remains highly persuasive. Akemtum was a slum dweller, feeling forever trapped before the inner rot and the outer desert. He was a nobody who became a thief and then a killer. His methods included using metal claws to slash his targets to ribbons while they slept or were otherwise vulnerable. He could then claw open a door or window and drag the body away to be partially consumed by scavengers, thus disguising them as victims of animal attacks. After masking his crimes in this way several times, he silently but heartily laughed to see a bounty and a dangerous large desert cat be issued. Perhaps he would hunt one of the carrion-fatted wildcats that prowled beneath Ireth's walls to try to claim the reward, or perhaps not. The bounty and the killer beast was a penny sum compared to another contract to kill at the behest of some foreign merchant or local would-be immortal. Time passed until Akemtum embarked on a mission he thought was simple: to eliminate an aggravating junk-sifting scavenger at a scrapyard claimed by Akemtum's client. Akemtum was creeping through the sump when a pink, hairless cat emerged from the heaps of refuse, hissing and yowling. The noise attracted another scavenger in the scene, who chased off the cat. Lest his crime be witnessed, Akemtum hid, fuming among the rusty filth and waiting for the bystander to leave. When he finally did, Akemtum caught up with his target and saw again the noisy cat, this time clutched in the feeble scrapmonger's arms. Contemptuously, Akemtum ripped his iron claws to both human and animal and seized the feet of the cat, the man, and himself. Alone at the junkyard, standing over the cooling corpses, Akemtum was assailed by the dark and vengeful spirit of the cat that he had killed. He fell to his knees and hallucinated, the rubbish around him distorting in size to become fearsome hills and mountains. Then he saw a great cat, whose soul was the hairless sphinx he had just gutted, but whose form was that of the true man-killing beast of prey he had been falsely imitating. It said that for living by the ways of the beast, he would be judged and punished by the revenant spirit of primal beastlessness that all skinwalkers have touched in some form. Akemtum lives on, but no longer in the slums. Exiled by popular outcry to the wasteland of ruined buildings close to the dense and odious center of fellow wrath that wholesome folk dare, he still wields claws to pry the trade of assassin, which drip with the rod of Ireth, promising death to those marked for him and all others who stand against him. His fractured mind yearns to hunt and kill, and his new hybrid feline form has rendered him all the more capable of doing so. Okay, guys, I gotta say, what an interesting story for Akemtum. I know that kind of the theme recently has been with some of these epics that the story tends to be kind of like a broader group of champs, not necessarily a single one, but this one is very specific to him, where they made him an assassin, and at least they explain why he looks the way that he does, right? Guys, I'd love to know what you think for the lore. So for Akemtum, drop me a comment down below, and thanks for watching.